Greetings, wrestling fans, and welcome to Celtic Legacy Wrestling. I am the Bard, the keeper of scrolls and teller of tales. Today, I have the honor of presenting to you CLW episode 14. Today, we're going to see the Irish Aces versus the Triangle of Terror in a tornado tag match. Nikki Kross has requested a rematch with Hannah Taylor. Nightshade will be taking on Session Moth Martina. We're going to hear from Karrion McDonagh, Gunther, and Andre the Giant. And our main event is Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus. Now let's get to the action. Welcome to CLW episode 14. Our opening match is the Irish Aces, Finn Balor and JD McDonagh, versus the Triangle of Terror, Aleister Black and Wade Barrett, and a tornado tag. Drew McIntyre and Kathy Kelly out in the Triangle's corner, Sheamus in the Aces corner. We received word earlier today that our next premium event, Castle Siege, which is just 3 days away, it's going to be the Irish Aces and Sheamus in attempt versus the Triangle of Terror. In a War Games match. To decide which team has supremacy in another Ireland versus Scotland in a way match, or UK I guess we could say, with Barrett being from England and Drew from Scotland. Right now, the Irish Aces are in command of the match. Wade's been busted open. Both JD and Finn taking out Wade. Match now on the outside. There's no count out. JD going for a pin on Barrett. Kick out. Aleister getting a shot in on Sheamus. Devil inside on Wade. Aleister breaking the pin. Finn setting Wade up, Aleister setting JD up. Finn going for a pin. Aleister breaking that up. This match is chaos. Aleister had the upper hand on Finn until JD came in. Finn with a chair. Wade able to avoid contact with that chair. Finn now to the top rope. Aleister in control of Finn in the ring. Wade's in now. Double team on Finn. JD comes into the chair as countered. Double team now on JD. Sheamus seemed to be distracting Aleister for a second there. Wade to the top rope. Double axe handle to Finn on the outside. Sheamus now removing the buckle. Aleister misses with the black mass. Finn hits the 1916, going for the pin. Wade barely makes the save. Drew reaching in, trying to grab Finn. Drew taunting Finn. Drew now pursuing Finn. Drew McIntyre attacking Finn for a moment. Black mass kick on Finn. Finn is out. But JD hit Aleister with a chair. Wade now taking it to JD. Finn is still out. Finn now moving. Right now the triangle is controlling the match. Drew McIntyre taking Finn out on the outside. Sheamus should be over there helping. Drew sends Finn back into the ring. Aleister could have a chance to put Finn away. Except it didn't happen. Now Wade is taking it to Finn. JD is out. Finn busted open. Chair. Wade going for a pin on JD. JD manages to kick out. Wastelands on JD. Is that going to be it? The triangle wins. Aleister was also pinning Finn during that. We're now going to hear from Dawn, who defeated Karrion McDonagh last week. A couple of weeks back, she banished Kaya from the coven. Dawn says last week she proved Kaya was the weak link of the coven when she defeated her with little competition, and that Kaya is now nothing.
Well, looks like we have company.
Kaya now coming out. Says, yeah, you may have beat me last week. And you may have also seen that I have a partner in Raven, Creed. But I also have another partner. So how about we have a 6-man tag at Castle Siege? Time for Karrion Kross versus William Regal. Regal has British strong style. Charlie Dempsey and the Bulldog at its ringside. Scarlett out there with Karrion. Karrion had a couple of impressive weeks. He made CM Punk submit, and then Jacob Fatu. Last week he ran into Noam Dar, and Dar actually defeated Karrion Kross. Karrion is not happy about that. This week he's got William Regal. We'll have to see if Karrion can get a win back. Regal, a veteran. Should be an interesting match. Bit of a clash of styles. Regal in control. Scarlett throwing a sledgehammer into the ring. That would be a disqualification. Referee getting the sledgehammer out of the ring. Scarlett acting like she didn't do anything wrong. Why she's clapping for Regal on the top rope, I don't know. Is this gonna be it? Kross kicks out. Kross has been winning with submission, with the exception of last week. Can Kross make Regal submit? I'm sure that's his goal. Kross now taking control of the match. Regal in trouble. And this, as I said it, setting him up for a submission. Regal gonna tap. No tap there. Powerbomb now being distracted by Charlie Dempsey. Dempsey causing a distraction, but Regal wasn't able to get up to take advantage of it. Regal reversing. Regal looking for a submission. Karrion reversing. Karrion setting Regal up. Stop. Scarlett removing the turnbuckle pad. Regal knocked to the outside. Not really the territory Kross would want to go out there in. Seems to be just waiting, biding his time. Nothing wrong with taking a breather. Regal's back in, met by Kross. Kross setting Regal up. Throat across the top rope. Looking for a pin. Kick out by Regal. Big knee to the face. Second rope to Kross. Missing that knee drop. Regal taking control briefly. As Kross reverses. Regal reverses. Regal now in control. Clotheslining Kross to the outside. Dempsey, who's already distracted Kross, now throwing him back into the ring. Scarlett now distracting William Regal. Can Kross take advantage of the distraction? It appears so. Regal reversing. And a big knee. Two. Kross kicks out. Regal looking for a submission. Kross gonna tap. Kross taps out. Looks like we're gonna hear from Gunther. Managed to pin CM Punk last week when Punk cast in the sponsor case for a CLW championship match. Gunther says he's amused that Punk lost after cashing in his case, and that he's the ring general and no one is going to beat him for the title. Punk is a disgrace and not in his league. CM Punk is here. CM Punk says, I may have lost last week, but what you don't know is I was under the weather. I wasn't 100% last week. And if you're truly a ring general, you'll give me another match for the title at Castle Siege. In a rematch from last week, we have Nikki Kross taking on Hannah Taylor. Hannah made her return and debut in CLW last week, answering Nikki's open challenge after Nikki was frustrated that she was left off the Highland Battle card a couple weeks back. Issued an open challenge to prove that she deserves more opportunities. Hannah made her return, surprising everyone, and defeated Nikki. Nikki missing with that moonsault. Rolling pin combination coming in. Who's gonna get the pin? Hannah has Nikki down. Nikki kicks out. Moonsault missed, but she's able to kick Nikki out. Hannah getting the crowd behind her. Overpowering Nikki. Break. Nikki not giving a clean break. Another tie-up. Who's going to get the advantage? Hannah again powering Nikki back to the rope. Nikki again with a cheap shot. Hannah countering. Kick the knee. Setting Nikki up for another pin. Only a one. Nikki Kross now reversed. Hannah has been very impressive. Going for another pin on Nikki. Kick out. Moonsault. Hannah to the top rope. Countered by Nikki. Nikki taking control of the match. Setting Hannah up. Brutal neckbreaker. Only a one. Moonsault from Nikki to the back of Hannah. Hannah's in trouble. Nikki looking for a submission. Hannah just needs to grab the rope. Reversing. Hannah. Taking Nikki down in a standing shooting star. 2, 3. Hannah wins again. Looks like we're going to hear from Andre the Giant. Returned a few weeks ago from concussion. Attacking Sid. Andre says this rivalry with Sid needs to end, and he's challenging Sid to a last man standing match. Sid agrees that this has to end between them. It's been going on long enough. And if Andre wants a last man standing match, he's got it. Andre says, well, I look forward to putting you down for good at Castle Siege. Sid says, why wait till Castle Siege? Let's do it right now. Andre being tossed around by Sid. Been informed that regardless of what happens in this impromptu match, there will be a last man standing match at Castle Siege, our next premium event. These two monsters will destroy each other until one of them is not able to continue. An answer at 10 count. These two have so much disdain for each other. Andre slipping out of that. Andre with a basement dropkick. Guess that makes sense. You wouldn't want to see Andre doing a regular dropkick. Standing on Sid's chest. Andre's challenge was for a last man standing, and Sid just wanted to fight now. Andre going for a pin. Kick out. Andre in control of Sid. Sid reversing. Sid taking it to Andre. Sid from the top rope, splash onto the floor. Andre reversing Sid. Brawling on the outside. Andre sends Sid back into the ring. Sid makes his way up. Met with a punch from Andre. Andre now squeezing Sid's head. Trying to pop his head. Andre setting Sid up. Drops Sid on his face. Andre with a big headbutt. Could be setting Sid up for a bonsai drop. Bonsai on Sid. Will that be it? Not even a 2 count. Sid looks to be in pain though. Andre dragging Sid to the center of the ring. Andre with a giant elbow. Will this be it? 2. Andre just defeated Sid. Now we have Nightshade versus Session Moth Martinez. Nightshade's been challenging Liv Morgan and wants the match for the CLW Championship. However, Session Moth reminded Nightshade that she has the What's the Crack case that she can cash in on the CLW Women's Champion whenever she wants. That led to these two having a match. Both of these stars have to be considered contenders for Liv Morgan's title. Nightshade has challenged Liv, and Session Moth has the right to challenge Liv at any time with that What's the Crack case. Right now we're just having a brawl between these two to see which one has the upper hand. against Liv Morgan. Liv has not officially accepted Nightshade's challenge. She interfered in a match a couple weeks ago. Nightshade tried to get her to commit to a match, and Liv said no. I guess right now the ball is in Liv's court as far as whether or not she's gonna accept Nightshade's challenge. Unfortunately for Liv, should Sheamus Moth decide to cash in the case, there's nothing Liv can do about that. Off the top to the floor. Last week, CM Punk tried to cash in his Sasha case versus Gunther and Moth. As we saw earlier tonight, Punk tried to challenge Gunther again, and Gunther said no. We'll have to see what's going to happen there. You could see a count out here. Now they're back in the ring. Session Moth in control. Nightshade reversing. Nightshade using her power with a giant slam. Going for a pin here. Session Moth gonna kick out. Barely. This match just goes to show the competition there is for Liv Morgan's CLW Women's Championship. Going for a pin again. Nightshade wins. Liv Morgan has made an appearance. She's taking it to Nightshade and Session Moth. Guess she's letting both of them know that she doesn't care which one of them wants a match with her. Time for our main event. Wait a minute. Well, our main event was supposed to be Drew versus Sheamus, but they didn't even get to the ring. They're brawling out in the parking lot. This was supposed to be a match, but it's become a brawl. Last week, Drew made Sheamus submit in a submission match. And it was announced earlier tonight that there's going to be a 6-person match at Castle Siege, our next premium event. Sheamus and the Irish Aces versus Drew, Aleister, and Wade, the Triangle of Terror. Unfortunately, I was miscommunicated that that would be a War Games match. That's not actually going to be the case. We're waiting to see exactly what that stipulation is going to be. Right now, Sheamus in control of Drew. Looking like he was going to bounce him off that car. Drew now. Sheamus reversing. These two know each other so well. They're just brawling. That's what both of them are like, you know. The brawling. Brawling brute. Drew is just a good old Scottish, Irish Donnybrook going on. This is just gone from Sheamus teaming with the Irish Aces for one match and Drew being upset with Sheamus and kicking him out of the triangle. But now it's just evolved to this brawl in a parking lot. back and forth between the two of them. The weapons that are out there, those are here. Big boot to Sheamus. Drew just taking it to Sheamus. Drew has bragging rights right now after making Sheamus submit last week in a brutal match. That trash can just got leveled. So many things can go wrong out there. Now making their way around the parking lot towards the back of the building. Drew still taking it to Sheamus. Going for a baseball bat, but Sheamus catches him from behind, tosses him to the ground. Sheamus now coming back on Drew. Going for the cone. Beating Drew with the traffic cone. Head first. I think he got him in the eye. Drew reversing. Forearm. Could be seeing a table coming into play here. Or not. Sheamus now taking it to Drew. Drew tossing Sheamus onto that island of travel cases. Then throwing him off. Working on Sheamus's arm, head, whatever he can hit. Double now coming into play. Sheamus is in trouble. Drew setting Sheamus up. Future stock. Sheamus has got to be out cold after that future shock on the pavement. Drew. Sheamus reverses. Sheamus has Drew up. White noise on the cases. Bear coming into play. Nope. Drew is out. Sheamus still on him. Drew's in trouble. Sheamus pounding Drew. Trying to get as many blows in on Drew as he can. You just cannot stand each other at this point. A Claymore out of nowhere. Setting Sheamus up. What are we going to see here? They're getting in the elevator. Still fighting in the elevator. Now they seem to be having a verbal exchange. Drew pushed Sheamus and stayed on the elevator. Drew's back up, but Sheamus has already gone back down. Now they're just chasing each other around. Think we should have some Benny Hill music playing. Drew catches Sheamus. Trying to throw him off. Oh, belly to belly off the top of the offices. Sheamus may be out. Sheamus ducks out of that way of that elbow. Seems to be setting Drew up. Nope, Drew's now in control. Dragging Sheamus back to the parking lot. Claymore. Powerbomb. Sheamus is in trouble. Sent into the wall. Face first into the pavement. Setting him up for another future shock. Sheamus reverses it. Sheamus may be looking to leave. He may have had enough. Drew chasing him. Big shoulder block. Drew setting Sheamus up again. Went for a Claymore, but Sheamus sidestepped it. Sheamus has Drew by the hair. Drew's fighting out. German suplex. Drew now in control. Tossing a traffic cone at Sheamus. This isn't an ambulance match, but Drew may be looking to throw Sheamus into that ambulance anyway. Sheamus reversing DDT on the pavement. Drew is busted open. A white noise. Drew may be out. Sheamus setting Drew up. Frog kick. Going for the stop sign. And do you think it's time for this match to stop? Sheamus taking it to Drew. Sheamus in control of Drew. Drew reversing. These two might be out here brawling all night. Drew, another Claymore on Sheamus. Where's Drew headed? Drew getting some distance. Possibly setting Sheamus up. Glasgow kiss. Traffic cone to Sheamus. What a brawl we just witnessed between Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Liv Morgan has made it clear to both Nightshade and Session Moth that she doesn't fear either one of their challenges. And Castle Siege is taking shape as CM Punk has challenged Gunther to a rematch. Andre and Sid will be facing off in a last man standing match. And Kaya has challenged Dawn and the Coven to a 6-person tag. We know Kaya is going to be teaming with Raven Creed, but who is the mystery partner going to be? Unless you're the Village Idiot, you should subscribe, like, comment, and share, and we'll see you next time.